Peggy 18.
Hi Garth, happy E3.
Hello, happy E3 to you as well.
So, what can you tell people about the story of XCOM 2? What sort of changes that make to the game as a whole?
We're actually really excited by the premise of XCOM 2. Enemy Unknown was built off of the idea of overcoming great odds. There's consequences to the game. Again, you're losing soldiers, you're losing countries. It's a game about loss. And we found through data and our player base as well, a lot of people lost the first time they played. So we wanted to take that idea and run with it. And because Enemy Unknown was about overcoming odds, we said, how can we stack the odds even more so against the player? So then when you overcome it, it's even more exciting. So we said, okay, let's go with the idea that XCOM 2 starts in a world where XCOM didn't succeed. And we thought that was very compelling. So 20 years into the future, the aliens did not annihilate Earth, but they have occupied it, and that's where we start this game.
Lovely. Right, so we're going to get right in. We've got some questions from the community.
All right.
Are you happy to answer them?
I'm very happy to.
Are you basing XCOM 2 on XCOM Apocalypse?
No, we're actually not basing it on XCOM Apocalypse. Apocalypse was a beast of a game that had a lot of really cool ideas, and some of the visuals there, there's certainly overlap with what we're doing, but that was not the inspiration for it at all.
How will the mobile headquarters factor into the gameplay?
The mobile headquarters is going to be very cool. Obviously, you're on the run now, and you're trying to spark a resistance. So you have a base that is not rooted underground. You can move it all around the world. We're going to give a lot more details on that in the future, but for now, you can rest assured that you'll be able to move your base around.
Will we see the return of more aliens from Enemy Unknown or Enemy Within?
Well, I can say there's going to be more aliens. Some of them may be a little familiar. You've seen the sectoid already, so you'll see some aliens that have undergone some changes in the past 20 years, and some of them may be related to Enemy Unknown, and we also have some brand new ones as well.
Any new classes or customizations?
There are new classes. We actually have 5 classes in XCOM 2, and we've talked about 4 of them. You've seen the Ranger and the Specialist, which are the most exciting because those are the evolution of what the support unit and the assault unit from Enemy Unknown would have turned into in this new world. So the Ranger, they have to scrape together resources that you may otherwise not have to. Since you're a resistance group, you don't have as much of an infrastructure for building weapons, so they have a machete sword, and they can bring the fight right to the alien and get up close and personal.
I like the machete.
It's a lot of fun. So melee has much more of a role, and the Ranger can also manipulate the concealment system in future abilities that we're not talking about right now. So they can sort of be this scout concealed unit that can get up close and dirty if they want to. And then the Specialist is very cool as well. They can still do standard support abilities where they're buffing units, protecting them, raising their defense, but they also have a pet gremlin. You may have seen that in the announced trailer. It's this drone that you can send around and give orders to. And they can also go on the offensive, or you can also hack into robotic enemies and mission objectives. So they might hack a turret, completely take it over, and turn the tide of the battle where you're using the enemy's tools against them.
One reason a player should get XCOM 2 at launch?
One reason?
One, but I'm guessing there's many, right?
You'll make me very happy. Please, that could be the one reason. No, but in all seriousness, my favorite part is probably the procedural nature of the game. I mean, that's like the one thing pillar-wise that we didn't ship with in Enemy Unknown that we always wanted. You want procedural maps. You want sort of that goal of procedural maps, and the team did that with XCOM 2. So you're never going to see the same map twice. And it's just this really cool feeling, even 20 years into the future, with these city center looking areas where it's very eerie, this eerie feeling that you're like, I think I might have seen this building before, but it wasn't exactly in this way. And so you can't predict layouts, you don't know what's going to happen. And then when you layer the procedural objectives on top of that, every mission is different every single time, and I'm probably most excited about that.
Keeps it fresh.
It does, it keeps it fresh.
What level of customization in reference to mods will be in XCOM 2?
Mods was a huge pillar. That would probably be the second thing I'm most excited about. So, great question. Who was that?
Arc 520.
Arc 520, good question.
Yeah.
So we did not support mods extensively in Enemy Unknown. Some people worked some black magic. If you saw the Long War mod, and they made it happen, which is very impressive. But now we want to provide tools to the community, so they can do total conversions with the Unreal Editor and create all new worlds, all new art if they have that skill set. Or they can just do partial modifications where they're adjusting stats and abilities and writing their own stories in text files that we're providing as well through the gameplay source. All of that stuff will be open to the community, and we can't wait to see what they do with it.
Neither can I. It's going to be really good. What kind of upgrades can we expect humanity to use now that they're on the run?
Well, now that they're on the run, I mean, there's going to be a lot of details revealed on the strategy side. That's related to being on the run. On the tactical side, some of the tools you saw in the gameplay demo. Because you're even more so behind the 8-ball, XCOM now needs to use things like stealth and concealment to get the advantage in a tactical mission. So you can now set up your own ambushes and sort of strike from the shadows before you're in pure XCOM combat where you're totally concealed, and that's very fun.
Any last words for the XCOM community out there? Why they should be excited for XCOM 2?
No, I am just genuinely super excited for this as well. It's been a couple years since Enemy Unknown, and very excited to do this again. The reaction from the community and their genuine excitement that the team has been reading and seeing really helps drive the development team as well. So it's cool this time to have that support behind us, whereas with Enemy Unknown, it was sort of an unknown entity. So it's cool to feel like we have a team behind us in the community as well.
Garth, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Do I have a hair coming out of my nose?
No.
You're like about to lose it.
No, you just really tall.
I like that. All right, that's good.
I told you that.